Hi everyone, it's Phil here from Ashland Leather. I'm really excited to show you some brand new private stock belts as well as some custom made to order wallets that our customers have spec'd out. Let's start off first with a pit tanned horsebutt leather from Horween. This leather is tanned alongside of the shell cordovan in the pits, but it is not that dense fiber layer, which is the shell. It's the area just above the hindquarters of the horse and the area the tannery calls a strip, and a lot of other people around the world call just simply horsebutt. It's much more grainy in texture when compared to that very flat and smooth shell cordovan. The other interesting thing about this leather is that it is a trial run finishing method that Skip Horween wanted to experiment with. They took these horsebutt strips and then applied the same stains and polishing methods that they normally use on the shell cordovan. And the result is that you get a very bright, shiny luster in the same way that shell cordovan is bright and shiny, in addition to that beautiful classic color 8 color. Today we put up a small amount of these belts on the private stock page of the website in a select amount of sizes, but there are a good amount of 38s. I wanted to show you this angle here because that natural character in this horsebutt strip is something you don't see in most leathers, this sort of striped, almost like tiger stripe look. So let's skip on to some of the custom ordered wallets. We're going to start off with a piece of bourbon Yellowstone, and this is made on our Joe Batter's wallet design. It's sort of similar to the Capone money clip, except instead of having the money clip, it has a bill slot in the back, and then the bourbon Yellowstone is that brand new hand-tipped naturally shrunken bison that Horween just released, and we did it on 2 colors, including this bourbon here. And we also have the blue Yellowstone, which is also very nice. You'll notice the depth of color on both of these Yellowstone pieces are really neat, and that's because this leather is hand tipped. When I say hand tipped, that means they apply a different stain color to the peaks of this texture when compared to the valley. So if you look closely at the spine of the wallet here, you might see a little bit more of like an electric blue color in the valleys and a little bit of a darker blue on the peaks. This wallet here is a Bugs Moran with the vertical card slot orientation, and this one is hand stitched with a pink thread. Up next is a Capone money clip, also with a nice texture, but this is not a natural texture. This is a debossed piece of leather. We've got shell cordovan here. Looks to be whiskey shell cordovan, I believe, on top of reverse shell cordovan. You can see the Horween ink stamp sort of peeking out the back, and on the inside we have a really nicely and thoughtfully cut out Horween shell cordovan ink stamp on some reverse natural shell cordovan. And here's a stunner. We got some raw denim shell cordovan. We've had some people come in the shop that have been looking at some denim blue shell cordovan as well as raw denim blue shell cordovan just this week. And this is a really remarkable piece of the raw denim. It does have a nice sort of mild luster to it. It's a little bit more subtle of a luster when compared to the normal denim blue shell cordovan. And that's because this raw shell cordovan has not been polished. So you don't get that glassy surface like shine that we saw on the belt just a moment ago. This Johnny the Fox is 100% raw denim shell cordovan, and we have an orange hand stitching as well as matching hand stained edges. Up next is one of our passport holders. We call this one the Traveler passport holder. It's modeled after our Fat Herbie wallet style, except we made the height just a little bit taller to more easily accommodate a passport inside of this slot. So you can see this one has an additional card slot put onto the right. Normally there's just a passport slot on the right. The other thing that is notable about this Traveler is just how clean the reverse shell cordovan is on the inside of this wallet. It looks to me like this might either be reverse green or reverse black shell cordovan. On the outside of this wallet, we have all black shell cordovan and then a matching hand-stained black edge. Up next is a Tony the Ant. This looks to be my favorite shell cordovan color. This is the Amaretto shell cordovan, which is a little bit more of like a vibrant orangey tan shade. Here's a Bugs Moran with a combination of card slots. In the live chat this week, somebody was asking to see one of these wallets. We have the traditional card slots on the left, the vertical card slots on the right, and then nothing on the outside. This one is made in natural shell cordovan. Here's another Traveler passport holder. This time it is in the royal blue cypress, both on the outside as well as on the inside. And this is how we normally have it, with just the one large slot on the right. Here's another passport holder, but this is a different version that we call the Passport Field Notes. Passport Field Notes does not have a bill slot on the outside, and in addition, it's made even taller than the Traveler passport holder. because this one is designed to fit some larger journals of the field notes. Another Passport field notes holder here. The last one was in English Tan Dublin. This is the brown cypress. Here's another Passport holder with a great combination of leathers. We got marbled, I believe this is marbled color 8 or marbled cigar on the inside of the wallet here. And on the back, we have Western green shell cordovan. I'll try to give you a little demo of this color because it's very vibrant at some angles and a little bit more of a forest green at others. Here's a really cool Traveler Passport holder. I don't even know what this is. I think it's reverse psychedelic shell cordovan. This one has a little bit less color than others. Sometimes we see these a little bit more purple and green. This one appears to be a little bit more magenta. We also have a pink hand stitching all along the outside and inside of this wallet. Another Traveler Passport holder here in the royal blue cypress. This one is hand stitched with the blue thread. And one more Passport holder. Lots of Passport holders today. This one happens to be in the black Dublin leather, my favorite black leather around. You can see on the inside of this one, we have 2 slots on each side. But on the right side, it has not been stitched to divide this card slot. So 2 larger compartments on the right, 1 larger compartment on the left, and then 2 card holders here. I've got a couple more minimalist pieces to show you. This is a 3-shot card case with green, and I believe that's whiskey shell cordovan in the center. Here's another 3-shot card case. This time it is all royal blue cypress. And a couple vault key holders. This one is in raw violet shell cordovan, which is very striking. And we also have one here in the raw natural shell cordovan. And we got more of our Giant of the Foxes to look at. The Giant of the Fox is our most popular wallet style. This one is a great combination of the black shell cordovan on the outside with reverse black shell cordovan on the inside. You might also notice that this one is hand stitched with a bolder, more chunky thread. Another Giant of the Fox to look at with reverse on the inside. I believe this is reverse black shell cordovan, which tends to be more of a green color. On the outside of this wallet, got some very beautiful Western textured color 8 shell cordovan. Speaking of that, we have more Western textured leather coming up soon. Just got a new batch from Horween. Here's a look at a Fat Herbie. This time is English Tan Dublin on the inside and outside. And this wallet has been personalized for LWM. Thank you so much, LWM. And the last wallet of the day is a true stunner. This is just like our Fat Herbie, except the bill slot extends all the way to the top and does not have a thumb notch. We call it the Tall Herbie. This is made in psychedelic shell cordovan also. You'll notice that this psychedelic shell cordovan piece is much different than the psychedelic we looked at a moment ago. I would call this more like psychedelic violet and green. You might be able to see a little bit better at that angle. All the psychedelics are very random, and I don't actually know how they make this leather. So I'm not sure how to label the color until it becomes a little bit more of a consistent product that we can get from the tannery. I'm just going to call them all psychedelic. This one also has psychedelic shell on the inside. Very beautiful pieces of shell cordovan here. And in addition, we got some hidden card slots. I'm going to have to make this one my stunner of the day. Really glassy, smooth shells and a very interesting color combination on a Tall Herbie that we don't normally see. So thanks for checking out the video today. If you want a custom ordered wallet, you can send my brother Matt an email. And his address is info@ashlandleather.com. If you have any questions about made to order, you can hit me up here in the comments. And if you were interested in picking up one of the Horsebutt belts, we have these up and available on the private stock page of our website, ashlandleather.com. If you need any help with sizing, just leave a comment here. Until next time, I hope you have a good one.